It was a vibrant Saturday afternoon at a bustling charity fundraiser hosted in the grand courtyard of a local event hall nestled in the heart of the city. Families, students, and local dignitaries filled the space, creating a lively atmosphere under a canopy of colorful tents. The event had drawn an impressive crowd, all gathered to support a noble cause that aimed to raise funds for underserved youth programs. A live band played upbeat music on the main stage while children darted between game booths, their laughter mingling with the hum of conversations. The scent of fresh popcorn and sizzling food from various stalls wafted through the air, adding to the sense of festivity. Among the attendees was Barron Trump, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump. His presence had been quietly publicized in local press releases, ensuring a moderate but respectful level of attention. Known for his tall stature and reserved demeanor, Barron moved through the crowd with a quiet grace that belied his age. At just 17, he had taken on the role of representing his family at the fundraiser, a reflection of the Trump family's ongoing commitment to philanthropy. Dressed casually in a blazer and dark jeans, Barron shook hands with event organizers and posed for photos with eager supporters. His small security detail shadowed him discreetly, blending into the crowd to maintain the relaxed, community-focused atmosphere of the event. Unlike the highly orchestrated appearances of his father, Barron's presence was understated, meant to foster a sense of approachability rather than formality. For most of the attendees, the day was an enjoyable mix of entertainment and goodwill. However, for one observant teenager, it would soon take an unexpected turn. Among the crowd was Alex Carter, a 17-year-old high school senior known for his sharp instincts and athleticism. Alex was a local kid with big dreams, an aspiring soccer player who also had a reputation for being a level-headed and quick-thinking individual. He had come to the event with a group of friends, eager to enjoy the festivities and support the fundraiser. As Alex stood in line at a food stall, debating between a hot dog and a funnel cake, his attention was drawn to a man lingering near the main stage. Something about the man seemed off. He wasn't engaged in any of the activities or mingling with the crowd like everyone else. Instead, though, he hovered near the edge of the stage, his eyes darting around as though he were scanning for something or someone. At first, Alex dismissed it as harmless behavior. The man could have been shy, overwhelmed by the crowd, or simply waiting for someone. But as Alex continued to watch, his unease grew. The man was fidgeting with something inside his jacket pocket, and his movements were erratic, short, jerky gestures that seemed out of sync with the relaxed energy of the event. Alex's friends nudged him, urging him to focus on their conversation, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. His instincts, honed through years of competitive sports and a natural alertness, told him to keep watching. The man's focus seemed to shift, and Alex realized with a jolt that he was moving closer to Barron Trump, who was standing near the stage, chatting with a group of event organizers. The man's posture stiffened, and his pace quickened as he closed the gap between himself and Barron. Alex's mind raced. Was this just a coincidence, or was the man intentionally targeting Barron? He scanned the area for security, noticing that Barron's detail was present but spread out, their attention seemingly diverted to the surrounding crowd. The casual nature of the event had likely lulled them into a false sense of security, and the density of the attendees made it difficult to spot potential threats. The man's behavior became increasingly suspicious. He muttered to himself as he walked, his hand still buried in his jacket pocket. Alex couldn't tell what he was holding, but the way his fingers moved inside the fabric suggested he was gripping something tightly. Alex's heart began to pound. He wasn't the kind of person who jumped to conclusions, but the signs were impossible to ignore. He glanced around, hoping someone else had noticed, but the other attendees seemed blissfully unaware, caught up in the music, food, and conversation. Time seemed to slow as Alex debated his next move. Should he call out? Alert security? What if he was wrong and this man was simply nervous or distracted? But what if he wasn't wrong? A surge of adrenaline coursed through Alex as he made his decision. He couldn't risk doing nothing, not when Barron Trump's safety might be at stake. Resolving to trust his instincts, Alex stayed alert, ready to act if the man made. Another suspicious move. The vibrant energy of the fundraiser continued around him, but for Alex, the world had narrowed to a single focal point. the man edging closer to Barron Trump. Unbeknownst to anyone else, a dangerous situation was quietly unfolding, and Alex was determined to intervene before it was too late. As the man edged closer to Barron, his actions became more concerning. He appeared to be muttering to himself, his movements jittery and purposeful. The crowd was dense, and most people were distracted by the lively performances on the main stage. The security team assigned to Barron was nearby, but preoccupied with scanning the perimeter, missing the man's increasingly erratic behavior. Alex felt a knot of tension form in his stomach as he watched the man slip past an unguarded section of the stage. The man's hand hovered near his jacket pocket, and Alex couldn't shake the feeling that something dangerous was about to happen. Barron, unaware of the potential threat, was interacting with a group of event organizers near the stage. His back was partially turned, leaving him vulnerable to someone approaching from behind. Alex's heart raced as he realized the danger the Barron could be in. He scanned the area, looking for a member of security to alert, but they seemed focused elsewhere. Time seemed to slow as the man took another step forward, now just a few feet from Barron. Alex, unable to stand by any longer, made a split-second decision. He wasn't entirely sure what the man's intentions were, but his gut told him that action was necessary. Without hesitating, Alex pushed through the crowd, his eyes locked on the suspicious individual. His mind raced as he formulated a plan, knowing he had to act quickly and decisively. As he closed the distance, Alex noticed the man reach into his jacket. In one swift motion, Alex called out, "Hey, what are you doing?" The shout startled the man, causing him to pause and turn toward Alex. Sensing an opportunity, Alex lunged forward and grabbed at the man's arm, preventing him from reaching whatever was inside his pocket. The sudden commotion drew the attention of nearby attendees, who began to turn and watch. The man tried to shake Alex off, but Alex held firm, using his athletic strength to pin the man's arm and keep him from moving further. "Get help!" Alex shouted to the crowd, hoping someone would alert security. By now, Barron had turned to see what was happening, his expression a mix of confusion and concern. Security personnel quickly realized the situation and rushed to intervene, apprehending the man and ensuring he was disarmed. As the man was escorted away by security, Alex took a step back, catching his breath. His heart pounded in his chest, but he felt a surge of relief knowing that the situation had been diffused. The crowd began to murmur, piecing together what had just happened. Shaken but unharmed, Barron approached Alex, his expression one of genuine gratitude. "Thank you," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't stepped in." Alex, still catching his breath, waved off the praise. "I just did what anyone else would have done," he said modestly, though the crowd's reaction suggested otherwise. Witnesses began to clap and cheer, acknowledging Alex's bravery in what could have been a dangerous situation. Barron extended his hand and Alex shook it, feeling the weight of the moment. Though they were from completely different worlds, the shared experience created an immediate bond between the two young men. Barron's security team ushered him away to ensure his safety, but before leaving, Barron turned back and said, "I won't forget this." As Barron was escorted to a secure area, Alex stood in the middle of the crowd processing what had just happened. He hadn't acted for recognition or reward. He had simply trusted his instincts and done what he felt was right. Still, the gratitude he received from Barron and the crowd left a lasting impression on him. Unbeknownst to Alex, several witnesses had captured the incident on their phones. Videos of his brave actions began circulating on social media within hours, quickly gaining traction. The clips showed Alex confronting the suspicious man, preventing what could have been a serious threat, and ensuring Barron's safety. The hashtag #HeroTeen started trending as users praised Alex's quick thinking and courage. "This kid is a real-life hero," one post read. "Not many people would step up like that, especially in such a tense moment." Another user commented, "We need more people like Alex in the world, someone who sees a problem and doesn't hesitate to help." Local news outlets picked up the story, running headlines like, "Teen Hero Saves Barron, Trump in Harrowing Incident." "Quick Thinking and Bravery, Meet the Teen Who Protected Barron Trump." National media soon followed, with major networks airing interviews with witnesses and analyzing the footage. Alex's name became synonymous with courage, and he was lauded as an example of how ordinary people could make an extraordinary impact. Despite the overwhelming attention, Alex remained humble. When asked about his actions by a local reporter, he said, "I didn't think about it. I just saw something that didn't feel right and knew I had to do something. I'm just glad Barron is okay." As the story continued to spread, Alex found himself at the center of a whirlwind of praise and recognition. His bravery had not only saved Barron Trump, but also inspired countless people, reminding them of the importance of standing up and taking action in moments of crisis. Days after the incident, Alex was trying to adjust to his newfound fame. Though he appreciated the kind words and support from people in his community and online, he was eager to return to a sense of normalcy. However, his life was about to change in ways he couldn't have imagined. One afternoon, while finishing his homework, Alex received an unexpected call. The voice on the other end introduced themselves as an aide to the Trump family. "Mr. Carter," the voice said warmly, "President Trump and his family would like to personally thank you for your bravery. Would you be available for a meeting?" At first, Alex thought it was a prank, but the sincerity in the aide's tone quickly dispelled his doubts. After confirming the details, Alex agreed to meet with the Trump family later that week. As he hung up the phone, a mix of excitement and nervousness washed over him. What would they say? What could he possibly say in return? When Alex shared the news with his family, they were ecstatic. His parents were bursting with pride, and his younger siblings couldn't stop bragging to their friends about their superhero brother. Alex, ever modest, downplayed the attention, but deep down he felt a growing sense of anticipation. The day of the meeting arrived, and Alex was driven to a private venue where the Trump family awaited him. Dressed in a simple but neat outfit, Alex felt a mix of nerves and excitement as he entered the room. Barron, Melania, and Donald Trump greeted him warmly, their expressions filled with gratitude. Melania was the first to speak, her tone kind and motherly. "Thank you, Alex, for what you did for Barron," she said. "As a parent, there are no words to express how much it means to know there are people like you who care and act so selflessly." Donald Trump shook Alex's hand firmly, his larger-than-life presence softened by genuine appreciation. "Alex, you're a true American hero," he said. "Your bravery in protecting my son is something our family will never forget. You didn't just step up, you exemplified courage and character when it mattered most." Finally, Barron approached Alex, his gratitude evident in his quiet but heartfelt words. "I've been thinking about what happened," he said, "and I don't know how to thank you enough. You saved me that day." The conversation flowed easily as the family took time to get to know Alex, asking about his background, his interests, and his plans for the future. Alex shared his aspirations of attending college and pursuing a career in sports or community service, emphasizing his desire to make a positive impact. The genuine warmth and appreciation from the Trump family left Alex feeling deeply humbled. He hadn't acted for recognition, but their gratitude reinforced the importance of doing the right thing, no matter the circumstances. As the meeting continued, Donald Trump leaned forward with a serious expression. "Alex," he began, "our family wanted to do something special to show how much we appreciate what you've done. You're a remarkable young man with a bright future, and we'd like to help make that future even brighter." Melania handed Alex a folder containing documents outlining the reward. Inside, Alex found a scholarship offer to cover his college tuition, along with a grant to support any personal or professional goals he wished to pursue. The Trump family had also arranged for Alex to intern with one of their charitable organizations, giving him the opportunity to gain real-world experience and expand his horizons. Alex's eyes widened as he processed the magnitude of the gift. This is incredible," he stammered, his voice filled with emotion. "I don't know what to say. Thank you doesn't feel like enough." Donald Trump placed a hand on Alex's shoulder. "You've already done more than enough, Alex," he said. "This is just our way of recognizing your courage and making sure you have every opportunity to succeed. You've shown the world what it means to step up when it counts, and we believe in supporting people like you." Overwhelmed by the generosity, Alex expressed his heartfelt gratitude, promising to make the most of the opportunities he'd been given. The reward was more than just a material gesture. It was a reflection of the profound impact his actions had on the Trump family and the broader community. News of Alex's meeting with the Trump family and the incredible reward quickly made headlines. Media outlets shared footage of Alex receiving the scholarship, accompanied by interviews in which he humbly recounted the events of that day. Alex Carter is a hero, one headline read. Teen who saved Barron Trump receives life-changing reward. News anchors praised both Alex's bravery and the Trump family's thoughtful recognition of his actions. The public response was overwhelmingly positive. Social media platforms were flooded with comments praising Alex's courage and humility, with many users sharing their admiration for the Trump family's gesture. Hashtags like Hero Teen and Trump Family gratitude trended for days, sparking discussions about bravery, selflessness, and the importance of recognizing good deeds. Even those who had been critical of the Trump family in the past applauded their response to the incident. Politics aside, this is a beautiful story of gratitude and heroism, one user tweeted. Alex deserves every bit of recognition he's getting. The attention also brought greater awareness to the value of stepping up in moments of crisis. Schools and community organizations began using Alex's story as a teaching tool, emphasizing the importance of vigilance, courage, and looking out for one another. With the scholarship and newfound recognition from the Trump family, Alex's life underwent a remarkable transformation. What had started as a normal day at a community event became the turning point that propelled him into a world of opportunities he had never imagined. The scholarship not only alleviated the financial stress of attending college, but also gave Alex the confidence to aim higher than ever before. Schools he once considered out of reach, renowned institutions known for their excellence in academics and leadership programs, were now within his grasp. The internship opportunity provided by the Trump family opened another door that Alex hadn't anticipated. It allowed him to gain firsthand experience working with a high-profile charitable organization, immersing him in initiatives aimed at youth empowerment, community building, and public safety. For Alex, the internship wasn't just about networking or enhancing his resume. It became a chance to give back and make a meaningful difference. During his time with the organization, Alex discovered a passion for advocacy and public service. He worked closely with mentors who recognized his potential and encouraged him to think about how his actions could inspire others on a larger scale. His responsibilities ranged from organizing community events to brainstorming ways to engage more young people in social causes. These experiences not only honed his leadership skills, but also deepened his understanding of the power of collective action. The media attention surrounding Alex's bravery had already elevated his story to a national platform, and he quickly realized that his voice carried weight. Invitations poured in for him to speak at schools, community events, and even national conferences. At first, Alex was hesitant. He wasn't used to being in the spotlight, but with time, he embraced the opportunity to share his message. Standing in front of classrooms, gymnasiums, and auditoriums filled with eager listeners, Alex spoke from the heart about the day he stepped up to protect Barron Trump. You don't have to be a superhero to make a difference, he often told his audiences. It's about trusting your instincts and doing what's right, even when it's scary. Each of us has the ability to step up and help someone in need. His words resonated deeply, particularly with young people who admired his courage and relatability. Students approached him after his talks to share their own stories of bravery or to thank him for inspiring them to think differently about their own potential. Educators praised his humility and the powerful lessons he imparted about vigilance, integrity, and the importance of helping others. As Alex's story spread, his platform grew beyond his local community. Organizations focused on youth empowerment and public safety reached out to collaborate with him on initiatives aimed at inspiring the next generation of leaders. Alex became involved in programs that taught young people how to recognize and respond to dangerous situations, encouraging them to be proactive rather than passive bystanders. Despite the fame and accolades, Alex remained grounded, a testament to his character. He continued to prioritize his studies and extracurricular activities, balancing his newfound responsibilities with the same dedication and discipline that had guided him before the incident. His family played a key role in keeping him humble, reminding him to stay focused on his long-term goals. I never set out to be in the spotlight, Alex said during an interview. I just wanted to do the right thing in that moment. All of this attention and recognition is incredible, But what matters most to me is using this platform to make a positive impact. Alex's relationship with the Trump family also endured. He stayed in touch with Barron, exchanging occasional updates about their lives and aspirations. The bond they had formed in those intense moments of danger had grown into a genuine friendship, one built on mutual respect and gratitude. The experience gave Alex a renewed sense of purpose. He began volunteering with local organizations, dedicating his time to mentoring younger students and advocating for causes he believed in. From youth sports programs to community safety initiatives, Alex became a familiar face in his hometown, always ready to lend a helping hand or share a kind word of encouragement. One of Alex's most notable contributions was the creation of a community program called Courage in Action, which focused on teaching young people the value of quick thinking, courage, and selflessness. The program offered workshops on situational awareness, conflict resolution, and leadership, equipping participants with practical skills to handle real-world challenges. The program's impact was profound. Parents reported that their children felt more confident and empowered after participating, while educators noted a shift in how students approach teamwork and problem-solving. Alex's story served as a cornerstone of the program, proving that even the smallest acts of bravery could create ripple effects far beyond the moment. As Alex's influence grew, so did the recognition he received. He was honored with awards from various organizations, including a National Heroism Award that celebrated his courage and commitment to making a difference. Yet through it all, Alex remained focused on the values that had guided him from the beginning: humility, compassion, and a steadfast belief in doing the right thing. Reflecting on his journey, Alex often credited the people who had supported him along the way: the Trump family, his mentors, his teachers, and most importantly, his family. "I wouldn't be where I am without the people who believed in me and encouraged me to keep going," he said. "If there's one thing I've learned, it's that we all have the power to uplift each other. It starts with small actions, but those actions can lead to something much bigger." By the time Alex graduated high school, his future was brighter than he had ever imagined. The scholarship and internship had opened doors to prestigious universities, and his work with Courage in Action had left a lasting impact on his community. Yet Alex remained true to himself, determined to use his experiences as a force for good. In the years that followed, Alex's name became synonymous with courage, integrity, and the belief that anyone could make a difference. His story was a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty or fear, ordinary people could rise to extraordinary challenges, and in doing so, inspire others to do the same. Over time, the story of Alex Carter and Barron Trump became a symbol of heroism, gratitude, and the power of ordinary people to make extraordinary differences. It was a reminder that one act of courage could change lives, not just for those directly involved, but for everyone who heard the story. Alex's actions inspired a wave of similar stories as people stepped up in their own communities to help others in need. Schools included Alex's story in their curriculums, teaching students about the importance of vigilance, empathy, and standing up for what's right. For the Trump family, the incident reinforced the importance of recognizing and supporting those who demonstrated exceptional character. The family continued to honor Alex's bravery, often citing his actions as a reminder of the good that could come from selflessness and courage. As for Alex, he remained a humble yet powerful example of how one moment could define a legacy. His story served as a beacon of hope and inspiration, proving that bravery, gratitude, and kindness were qualities that could transform the world, one courageous act at a time.